everybody, and hello everybody, and welcome to round number 2. We're here for Tier 1. It is the Spanish Grand Prix, and it is the second round of the FormulaOCE Championship. We got Paddy Crow out on circuit. It's a bit grim out there at the moment, but it's not looking too bad. So, yeah, look forward to see how this race will pan out after a superb Bahrain Grand Prix. Good race it was in Bahrain. And I believe we have all 20 drivers here. Yes, we do. We have all 20 drivers here at the moment. We've got a couple of reserves in for today. So look out for that. So don't mind me, I'm just going to ping everybody that the stream is up. Right, there we go. That is done. And I'll have my chat open very, very shortly for you all. I'm also going to tweet this out as well. Where is Paddy? Paddy's going to be one of the first ones across the line to start a lap time here at the moment. So let's get everything up on screen. There is Paddy Crow. Let's get himself set for first lap here at Spain. At Spain. Just tweeting, do the tweetings, and then we'll get into some discussions because there's a lot to talk about here at the moment. There's a lot to talk about in terms of points wise. We've got, of course, the overall points as well to talk about, which is a big talking point at the moment in the championship. So we'll discuss all that and discuss potential times here this evening. Paddy Crow in the Ferrari. But here is the overall constructors as of today, with Tier 3 and Tier 2 being done last night. 13-point lead for Red Bull. They only just have a 13-point lead over Williams, so the Williams drivers, because Rapid Noodles looking to see if he can go again even better here tonight. 17.972 for Paddy Crow. That is the first time on the board. And oh, excuse me, there's the tyres. And then, of course, Red Bull on top. We have McLaren third after a very good last night. Then we've got Alfa Romeo, Mercedes, AlphaTauri, Haas, Aston Martin from Alpine, and then Ferrari in dead last is a 16-1 from Kahoot. Kicks things really off here at the moment in terms of lap time. As Jake now trying to see what he can do. Very possible he would have won that race, in Bahrain. But yeah. Was it his day in Bahrain? He's going to go again here at the moment. Yeah, just wasn't his day. And let's go over the championship points as it stands. Pretty obvious what the points are at the moment. Drekker's invalidated his lap time, so we'll go to Broken Reptile, who's also invalidated his lap time. Perk's Tier 2 driver is in for Jagger here today, and Reedy out there at the moment. So we'll stay with Reedy for his lap. Go on board. Of course, Noodles on top, winning in Bahrain. Jake Abyss in third. Supra, Josh, Chunky Snacks, Jenny Gooch, Chris, Reedy, and Kahoot. The surprise down in P10, of course. The fastest lap in Bahrain was done by Pinju, but he was outside the top 10. And Red Bull only led by 3 points over Williams. Alfa Romeo, Mercedes, Ferrari, Aston Martin, Alpine, AlphaTauri, and McLaren Haas yet to score points here in Tier 1. Yellow flags galore at the moment, but it is because early stages here. In qualifying, as I have my chat open right now. Hello to all. So 16-1 by Kahoot, the top of the time at the moment. Here comes Reedy to go P2. So Reedy doing a very good job here at the moment. In second place, we've got Betsy now, the next one to cross the line. Let's see what Betsy can do, as Jake has crashed, I think, at Alonso. Excuse me. I think Jake has crashed at Alonso. Where Alonso had his crash in testing many, many years ago, as Betsy now 16-1. Look how close it is between the top three. Reptile's gone P2, by the way. Wowza. Wiggy out on circuit now as well. So, a few drivers yet to do their laps here at the moment. And trying to see, well, everyone's pretty much just, it's only been the top couple of few guys at the front, and then, yeah. So, I'm expected to see some get in the 15s, absolutely. In those 1 minute 15s if possible, and now I've got my chat fully open now so I can see everybody talk shit about me. So, yeah, Alpine at the moment, P2, and of course Chris down in P9. So, let's see how these boys play it all out. Supra out on circuit as well. Noodles race winner in Bahrain as well. Been told by a little birdie that, look at that, soft hards, medium hards, maybe soft, medium, soft. Anyhow, the strategy all pans out. I mean, safety car will be a struggle because I believe we're still on reduced for now. I believe that will be changed hopefully soon. I hope we go back to standard. Love a good old standard safety car chances. But I believe we're staying on standard for now, but that could possibly, hopefully, change very soon, as Pinju now 16-0. So Haas, the kind of laughing stock in all the tiers, as Hartwig goes P5, again having no points whatsoever. Now they're just on superb form at the moment, moving their way up through the field and doing a very good job. As Rapid Vaughan now on his run. Really saying hard medium. Well, I mean, who knows? I have heard some birdies tell me a few stories. Soft medium, I mean, soft medium. Ooh, I'm sorry, not soft medium. God, you'd kill yourself if you tried to do soft medium here. Soft hard or medium hard. It depends what tyre you rely on to start on. That's going to be the goal. If you feel a bit, risky, you will start on the softs. But if you want to be more confident, you go on the mediums. As Vaughan goes to P7. So there we go. As Rapid Willie may have spun or he slid a car through. But just the way the car was kind of stopped, it looked like he did have a little spin. Possibly. Where's Noodles? Noodles coming up to the end of his lap time now. 16-0, the top of the timesheet at the moment by Pinju. As now let's see what Noodles can do. Across the line, it's a 16-2. Of course, Noodles had a superb start with Jenny Gooch in Bahrain. Jenny Gooch out on circuit. Had his mother turn on the Xbox for him, which is that's some good parenting right there. As Sector 3, not much happening at the moment, but look how close it is throughout the field right now. It's very close here in Spain. Chunky Sags out on circuit. Ferrari needs some good points. I'm telling you right now. Crew to come out on circuit. Bet fish his lap and he goes P10. So it shows you how close it is throughout the field. Right now, Josh about to start off his lap time. Josh got caught up in a little bit of action in Bahrain as well, so he'll be looking for a good result here tonight. Abyss has spun. Of course, the Wednesday Night Blues the last season. He does not want that to happen this season. And you don't want to be stopping the car for too long, because you know what this game's like, it could give you a penalty. Mills comes back on into the pit lane. Chris up by 1/10, so let's say with Chris here in the Alpine. If he can improve by an extra 10th, that would give him comfort at top of the field and cross the line. Oh, it's 16.5358, pretty slightly, but I feel like you'd be disappointed in that. I think you'll feel like I could do a little bit more in that lap. I think that's what you'll think. Rapid Willie now out on circuit. Chunky Sanks has done a 16.8 and goes P10. And we've just got cars letting cars through at the moment. With 4:36 left on the clock. Here in Q1. Still a lot to go in this session. I'm trying to see where Rapid Willie could go here. Bottom 5 are all on lap times right now, so a lot happening here. YBC out on circuit, formerly known as Meek, out there reserving for AlphaTauri here at the moment. Josh has had an incident because he's got, as Jenny Gooch goes P8, Josh has had an incident because he's got no wing. Here comes YBC, but we'll stay on board with Rapid Willie. YBC goes to... Well, Rapid Willie goes P5. YBC's actually starting off his lap time now. So Rapid Willie getting a pulled lap in and goes up into P5. Abyss needs to do a lap time here. Third, demoted to third after the incident in Bahrain. He's going to have to find something here to try to get himself a bit further up here at the moment. So, a lot of nervous faces at the moment. Looking for that bottom 5 to be eliminated. Jake, of course, is out. Paddy Crow out on a lap time right now, but YBC out on a lap as well. I think if you want to be confident, you may have to get in the 16 freeze. Oh, that's not good from YBC. Not where he would want to be. That's Rapid Willie gone around again. I can't really tell, but we'll somebody with YBC because it's going to be a important lap time here. Abyss looking like he could be on a very good one. Yeah, looks like you want to be in those 16 frees, possibly. That's YBC now will go off track. Oh, off the circuit he goes. So, not doing too great in the AlphaTauri at the moment. 16-0 Pinju on top at the moment as Abyss will cross the line and only go 15th. Well, and he doesn't have time to come in and put another set of tyres on. As Abyss made a mistake, he may have to start outside the top 15 here at the moment. Paddy now trying to see what he can do here at the moment. Well, 2 seconds down, so it's not looking good here for Paddy. Here's Josh on an outlap right now. To see what he can possibly do. We'll stay on board with the Mercedes for this run. And the last corner begins his lap. We'll be looking to get into those 16-2, 16-3s because that's where you want to be at the moment. Abyss is lifted off, probably to go one more time, but he's got no fuel. He's out. Unless, yeah, he's definitely out because Josh, I can definitely assume, will get in unless he makes a mistake here at 21.5 in the first sector. So, this is going to be very interesting here in the last few seconds of this session. This may have time maybe. Because don't forget the timing glitch that we get here in spectator view, so he may have time. Could be wrong though. Josh has got a bit of traffic coming up ahead here. It looks like it's both the AlphaTauri, so it's an Alpine and a Aston Martin. He's hoping that Alpine gets out of the way. He does. Both the Alpines, by the way, 3rd and 4th at the moment. Yeah, Biss might be kissing qualifying goodbye because Josh may just beat at 15.9 from Jenny Gooch. And Josh crossed the line. It's a 16.2. Only P9, but gets him in. So Biss is out. What does Kruder do? No, it's not enough for Kruder. Perks begins his lap. YBC gets in. P15. He's done. And maybe there isn't a timing glitch. Maybe for the first time ever this game, it's not got a timing glitch done. Paddy Crow might be done. Yeah, he's done. He won't have time for another lap. Perks could go around again if he wanted to. So it's Kruder and Perks, the ones to watch. Or Kruder, a little bit off in the grass. Look how close it is between the top 10. Top 10. 2 tenths. Ridiculously close between everybody at the moment. Kruder now. Man, Q2 is going to be very interesting with who puts on those medium tyres and who doesn't. Perks up ahead as well. In the Haas. Want to point out, Kruder and YBC have done the exact same lap time. So, Kruder, no, he's invalidated. Kruder's out, Perks is out, and that is it. So 2 weeks in a row, we've had 2 drivers do the exact same lap time in 15th and 14th. You're kidding me. Yep. But, wait a minute, Kruder did that lap first. I don't know, this game makes no sense. I thought it was whoever did the lap time first. Chunky P3 in the end there, 16.1 for Chunky, and it just bridges the gap even more between the top 10. And that is that for Q1. Some big names out, Kruder out, Abyss out, Perks, Crow, and Jake out as well after a DNF in the first couple of corners. So that is that. But, wow, what can you say? Interesting scenes here at the Spanish Grand Prix. But it's Jenny Gooch on top at the moment. It's 15.956. And just look how close it is between throughout the field. We're just waiting for Supra to retire. There's the gaps. 3 tenths. Oh. Pace definitely hot here at the moment. Strategy's going to be very interesting to see what everyone does here in Q2. So there you go. There are the results. As we now move on to Q number 2. So here we go. Q2. The questions to be answered here in Q2 at the moment. See what type of lap times everybody can possibly looking at, will medium tyres be the favoured? Who knows? Who knows? So Supra coming out on circuit now in the Red Bull. Set of soft tyres go on for him. And he'll be seeing what he can possibly do here in this one. So what was it? 15.9 the time in Q1. 15.9 in Q1 by Jenny. On the soft tyres, of course. We're going to see here. Who's going to try the absolute hardest here at the moment? Hartwig out there on a set of soft tyres. Is he going to do what he did last week and put the mediums on in Q3? Who knows? It's a strange one, isn't it? Bunch of drivers, basically half the field is staying in the pit lane. If that's not telling you something, I don't know what is. Like everybody getting themselves ready for a set of a medium tyre run here at the moment. So Supra out on a lap time now. Let's see what he can do. Looking for 15.9 possibly, if he can possibly do that. And it's not going to be easy. Because you're going to see a bunch of these drivers out there on a set of medium tyres, and everybody's going to be very, well, I don't know, scared's the right word, but everybody's just going to be trying to figure out what is the best thing they can possibly do. What would they prefer? So, yeah. Ready out on circuit, but watching Supra here at the moment in the Red Bull. Going to be very close here, I think, in Q2. Very close between the field. Let's see Supra now. The Red Bull coming through the last few corners now. And let's see what he can possibly do. Can he get his way into a good lap time? 16.4's not too bad. That's not too bad. 16.4's not too bad. I feel like he may have to go a little bit better than that to get himself into Q3. Hartwig is in. Ready out soft tyres. Reptile mediums and me's for Betsy. So let's see, and he's not happy with the track. Unfortunately, safety car probably won't help you here tonight due to being reduced. Who knows? The game could throw a bone, you never know. As Reedy now begins his lap time in the Williams. Of course, Williams 13 points behind Red Bull in the overall constructors of FormulaOCE, that being Tier 3, Tier 2, Tier 1. So Frizy will be wanting his team to do very well here today to possibly overtake Red Bull in that. But you never know. Reading out purple middle first sector. Trying to see what he can possibly do here. Other cars making their way up. Pinju, Rapid Noodles, medium tyres on for these guys at the moment. And they're all trying to see what they could possibly do here in this one. Safety cars galore in early races, really? Even on reduced? Yeah, it's a weird one. Well, Reedy now come up to the end of his lap. 9 minutes to go in the session. And I don't know who that is. But it won't matter anyway because as 16.892 for Reedy, I don't think that is anyone in the league. So I think nobody will get their 50 points taken off them. I haven't heard that name, so, but I could be wrong. That could be a name in the thing, and it could be disastrous for one team. But I think it's okay. I think he'll be okay. It doesn't matter anyway. There's 20 cars. That person who ever joined can't get into a car anyway, so it's all G. Reptile 29.5 in the meetings. 16.4 for Betsy. So Betsy holding the ground, holding the torch for Alfa Romeo at the moment, but watching Pinju here. Seeing what he can possibly do in the Haas. Would want to move up throughout the points. Noodles goes further with 16.6. And Pinju does a 16.415. Look how close it is between him and Betsy. Wow. So we could say Hartwiggy goes for a spin. Reptile, this is the important lap for him. Trying to see what he can do. Let's see what Reptile is looking like here at the moment. Would want a good... I think if you want to be in on mediums, you have to be a good 16.4. I feel like that's going to be the strong point you want to be. Maybe even higher than that. I'll have to wait and see as Reptile 16.4. There we go. 16.4 is going to be, I think it's going to be the cutoff point here. Because you're going to have some that will want their race to do better on a set of mediums than on a set of softs to start the race with. Because that first stint is so important to you in the early stages. Noodles 16.2. That's a great lap. And if I'm Noodles, I'm heading to the pit lane and I'm done. Hartwiggy will go again. But yeah, if I'm... Oh my God, if I'm Noodles, I'm just packing it up and going back into the pit lane. That's what I'd be doing. Willie now is just starting off a lap time here again. YBC, who does not have a helmet on. It's someone messaged Dutchy and asks why does his drivers why does his driver have to live in the wild scene? And look, he doesn't even have a helmet on. Is he wearing a balaclava? Of course he is. There's proof right there. He is definitely wearing a balaclava. Pinchu's out! Well, there it is. YBC goes to the top with a 15.9, so his pace has just come out of nowhere. And Pinju is out. Well, that's going to make things interesting. And Jenny's going to start the sauce because Jenny does a 15.5. And Pinju has done that at the exit turn 9. He did not need to do that because he was on a 16.4, and that's not a bad. That would have not been a bad lap time for him. Oh dear, that just shows you when you take the risk in qualifying, you don't need to do it. Just firmly get yourself into qualifying. And now Pinju has to start outside the top 10. Where's Josh? Josh about to finish off his lap time. What's the line? Can he beat Noodles? Oh, he can. 16.0 for the Mercedes. Kahoot has invalidated. Another thing around here is, for his starting on softs will be an advantage, but they'll go away early. So, interested to see how it all plays out between most of these drivers. What they want to do and don't want to do. Chris does 16.2 on softs, by the way. So, Chris going again. YBC's happy with his lap. He's done. And now we see what Chris does here. Does he improve? To the line, he does. 16.1. And that should be enough for Chris to get in. But he's done 2 laps on those softs. Be a bit nervous. Hartwiggy must have validated his medium tyre run. We've got 3:49 to go on the clock. Reedy out there on circuit now, on an out lap, getting himself ready for a final run. Josh is done, he'll be happy. Chris is done, he'll be happy as well. So, who's going to be the first one here to do a lap? Chunky's going to be the first one to start lap time here at the moment. So 3:18 on the clock. Questions now arise of, well, who's going to do what? Who's going to go on the mediums? Who's going to go on the softs? Who's confident up with their lap on mediums? And find out. But Chunky and Kahoot are probably committed here to these medium tyres. Where you want to be. If you can get in those 16.4s, I think you're safe. Where's... Oh, that's Chunky around. That's a big hit. Wow. And the wheels are spinning. Stop the car! Need a marshal and circuit to stop the car, for God's sake. Stop the humanity. So, I think... Let's have a look, see here. Reedy... I think can go a bit faster. Hartwiggy 2, Kahoot and Vaughan. So, ooh, if you're on those mediums, so 16.4s group, you'll be questioning yourself if you can get in. Questioning if you can get in, absolutely. Here comes Reedy now. In the Williams. 16.892 is the time for him at the moment. And trying to see what he can do on this next run. On this run right now, excuse me. Williams crossed the line and it's 16.4. He didn't need to slow down there. I don't know why he did. I question that. But, alright then. Hartwiggy now. Soft tyres, Willie soft tyres, mediums for Kahoot. And let's see what things will play out here at the moment. Rapid Willie as well out there on centre medium tyres. He's done 2 laps on those mediums. So it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out here at the moment. Supra out there on the track as well. Reptile. I don't know if he's going to be safe. Hartwiggy now begins his lap as well. So there's a few drivers out there that I think will be a bit nervous. Josh out there on a set of soft tyres. Noodles out there on a set of soft tyres. I suspect they're probably used. I'd be surprised if they went for a lap here. I don't think they need to. Or they worry about Jenny's at the front. Tough to say. Rapid Willie begins his lap. Kahoot started his lap, but here comes Supra. Next one to cross the line. Horn lap that will be needed here at the moment for Supra. And don't forget, it could also be a top 9 shootout as well, don't forget. I believe if they don't beat Pinju's time. Supra now about to cross the line. Let's see if he can improve in the Red Bull. He does. 16.2.2.2.2. Hartwiggy now. Looking pretty good at the moment. Cahoot's sitting there behind as well. And the Aston Martin about to cross the line and goes P2 to 1-2 for Aston. And Cahoot only goes 5th fastest, just sitting behind Josh in P4. What about Rapid Willie? Reptile is out, by the way. Reedy out as well. If he didn't slow down, he probably would have got in. Here comes Rapid Willie in 16.284. And that is that. Betsy gets in with a 16.3. So it will be a top 10 shootout. 16.3 by Betsy on those medium tyres. So we have, what? We have a bunch of drivers actually. 5 drivers on the mediums, 5 drivers on the softs. That makes things very interesting as we wait for Niddles to retire from the session. And 2 retirements unless Rapid Vaughan was not unable to come out and do a lap. So there we go. That settles that. And there's the results. Wow. So it's Aston 1-2. AlphaTauri 3rd. Josh in 4th. Cahoot, Chris, Supra Noodles, Rapid Willie and Oz. Betsy, there is the cars out. And stay tuned, Q3 about to get underway. Right. Q3 about to get underway. And we have drivers making their way out right now. 12 minutes on the clock to decide who's going to take pole position here in this one. And it's going to be an interesting fight, no doubt about it. And it'll be interesting to see here how this will all play out. I mean, who knows? I think it's going to be a very close session here between these drivers, and very much looking forward to it. I think the battles we're going to see here for this battle for pole, and the first car out on a lap will be Jenny. So, Spain, turn 1, always a 5-6 start of the circuit. Through this first sector, got to get it absolutely right. You don't want I think it was Ericsson that hit us moments. We don't want any moments like that because it's so funny. As now we come through turn 5 as well. Looking very good here for Jenny Gooch at the moment. You want to get absolutely perfect, especially through here for 7 and 8. If you don't get 7 and 8 right, boy, it's trouble for you, and especially for invalidations in the dreaded turn 9. Mistakes can happen, and it's just proven right there. And that Aston Martin is dead. Thank God for ghosting. Gee. Oh my goodness me, I think Chris struggled. Few drivers got a bit distracted with that. Wow. So I think Jenny crashing there has just... Everybody just... Chris, I think, had a moment up ahead as well. Noodles. Wow. And it's a 15-4 from Rapid Willie. Starts things off. YBC was 16-4, but he's mostly just come out on a new set of soft tyres. And it's all happening here at the moment. My goodness me. Supro now. He's probably on a new set as well, unless he's coming out on a fresh set straight away. Back across the line now in the Red Bull, and yeah, 16-4, so he's probably on a new set for now. Ozbetsy out there on circuit. Which AlphaTauri is it? Kahoot. About to finish off his lap time. 7:53 on the clock. All eyes are watching to see what goes down here at the moment. Can Kahoot move his way up to the top and challenge Rapid Willie? The McLaren up the front. Crosses the line now. No, 15-6. Not enough. What about Ozbetsy? Yes! Betsy with 15.424. And there's the gaps. 0.010. How about that? You love to see it. Noodles, championship leader. About to cross the line now. And it's only P4. Ooh. And that, well, we still got Chris and Hartwiggy, Josh now out on lap time now. So things are getting interesting here at the moment. Close between Betsy and Rapid Willie. Two different drivers at the front at the moment. And Chris Hartwiggy, very good in the first sector. Trying to see what he can possibly do here. 6 minutes to go. And that Aston Martin trying to just hold on to it here, looking to try not do what his teammate did, lifts off a bit more. I think was a bit more nervous to what happened to his teammate. But purple sector. Unless the game's lying, of course. See what he could possibly do here at the moment. As Hartwiggy now in the last sector. Round the last corner. Hartwiggy now to the line. It's going to be a 15-6. Not enough. Close between him and Kahoot though. Chris now crosses the line. And goes P6. Josh on his lap. So all happening here at the moment. As we'll wait for those final runs. Here in qualifying. Josh now. Seeing what he can possibly do here at the moment. Round the last corner. We'll want to get near the front between him and Betsy. Cross the line. It's going to be a 14. Oh my god, I thought it was going to be a 14. 15-1-5. I was optimistic. I thought it was going to be a 14. I thought they were going to struggle here in the 15s. Well, I've been proven wrong. And these boys are quick here tonight. It's like real life Formula 1. Close to Q1, Q2, and then the caps friggin' form after Q3. Oh dear. 4:44 left on the clock, and it's Josh on top at the moment. And everybody in the chat, who do you think is going to get pole position? I think Josh is in the hot seat. He's very much in the hot seat at the moment. There'll be need a hell of a lap by somebody if they want to challenge Josh at the front. It's a hell of a lap that will be needed to challenge Josh at the front, let me tell you. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out here at the moment. I think Chris got a little bit more in noodles as well. Hartwiggy as well. Look out for Hartwiggy and Cahoots. So, oh boy. Lot to watch out for here at the moment with 3:51 on the clock here in qualifying, as literally everybody is in the pit lane. That's what you like to see. Oh, that's what you like to see. But Supra making his way out now on circuit. And this, I'm sure, will be a fresh set of soft tyres for him. So, fresh set of softs on. So, Supra, YBC, Chris as well. So Chris as well will be looking out to see what he can possibly do here at the moment. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here at the moment. Let's stay on board here with Supra. See what he can possibly do. On board lap with a Red Bull. 2:22 on the clock. Supra now, of course, Red Bull leaders in the overall at the moment. Jake outside the top 15, starting last, I'm pretty sure. Man who was very competitive in Bahrain and then made the mistake midway through the race. Oh, that's not a great line from Supra. That's not what he wants, but he's probably going to lift off here. He's got time to go out again anyway. Chris is lifted off as well. YBC goes again. So we'll keep an eye out on everybody here at the moment. The intensity is ramped up here at the moment, but Josh looks very comfortable. Could he get into the 14s? Can someone get into the 14s? Who knows? Not long to go on the clock, and of course YVC has no helmet. AlphaTauri did not offer him a helmet, because obviously Dutchy's budget is very low at AlphaTauri. They couldn't even offer a reserve driver a helmet. But keep an eye on everybody, and what are those forecasts doing on that straight? If you can see on the mini-map, we'll keep our eyes off that for now, because we're about to see what YBC can do here on the end of his lap. 40 seconds to go in the session. He could go again if he wanted to. Does go to P6. Close to his teammate. Close to his teammate there. Chris starts off his lap. Supra goes again. So it's getting very interesting here at the moment. So drivers now finishing off their lap times. About to start their lap times, excuse me. 11 seconds to go. A few of these drivers better get to the line quick. 4, 3, 2, 1. Josh made it. And Willie made it as well. Okay. So, yeah, I'm about a few seconds behind. Never mind. Chris is out. Well, Chris must have made a mistake somewhere. on his lap. Super improves, but he will stay P9. Who's the first one across the line here? YBC has gone again. Could be enough here to push on here, but we'll keep an eye on Noodles. Championship leader. 3 temps improvement, but is it going to be enough to get him up through the field? YBC done. Cahoot behind, and then it's Hartwiggy. What can Noodles do? Can Noodles now try and get his way up near his title contenders? Crosses the line. It's only 4th. Hartwiggy. Cahoot will cross the line and he will go P2. Barely just, but Hartwiggy will cross the line. He goes 3rd. Betsy's done. Noodles is done. Willie's done. Josh is done. So it's pole for Josh. Well, that all happened so very quickly. Yeah, Rapid Willie crossed the line. He validated. Betsy with a P4. Very good job by Betsy. Please don't pit. Please don't pit. Please don't pit. Just go. Oh my God. Don't mind me, just my pet hatred of things. But there you go. Josh on the pole. Cahoot, Hartwiggy, Betsy, Willie, Noodles, BC, Chris, Supra, and Jenny Gooch, who crashed out in his lap just there. And that is that. Qualifying here done. And I believe the top 2 start on mediums. I think Hartwiggy's the only one on softs behind, with Betsy on mediums as well. So Hartwiggy will be one to watch if he gets a good start here or not. So wait and see. And there we go. So that is that done for Q3. Qualifying done. And we're now off to the races for the Spanish Grand Prix. It's Josh on pole. Cahoot, Hartwiggy, Betsy, Willie, Noodles, BC, Chris, Supra, and Jenny Gooch. And folks, the race is next. Oh yeah. Dutchy, I'm not signed into the. I don't sign into the FormulaOCE account. So sorry, I can't do that. No. No, Jenny's mother, Jenny's mother actually turned on the Xbox for him and joined him in the lobby, apparently. Frizy, do I need to shout you out? I really don't need to. But thanks to Frizy for subscribing for 4 months. Even though Frizy handles all the Twitch stuff anyway, so I don't really need to shout out Frizy. But I just did. So here is, oh, look at that behind. Oh my goodness me, look at that behind. It's just a sea of mediums. You might see a couple still on hards, but again, can't really rely on the safety car. Even though apparently reduced safety car, a few have had, apparently T2 has had a couple safety cars to reduced, and we didn't have any at Bahrain. This game just makes so much sense. You wonder why I don't play it anymore. But there we go. And let me just do this, and this, and this. No, we're going to turn we'll keep telemetry off. We'll turn that off, and there we go. So, of course, we've got medium, and then medium. Boy, these medium runners are going to be in a hot position. Wow, Noodles P6 could be in a vulnerable position behind. Pinju on hards, Reedy on hards, Chunky on hards, Biss on hards, hards for Paddy Crow as well. So there you go. That's the field at the moment. But predictions. Give us your predictions in the chat right now. Who you think is going to win the race and the Smoky for this one? Look, Josh, if he gets off to a good start, he'll win. Bahrain, he looked very strong, but whatever happened lap 1 just cost him. So it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out here at the moment. And Jake as well to watch behind. He's selling the mediums. Obviously, he's gone for pace early. And honestly, with the pace he has, that's probably what you would do. You would start on the medium tyres. So yeah, mediums to hards. Unless you wanted to be crazy and go medium soft. But I don't think we're going to see that here in this one at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. But it's Josh, Kahoot, Hartwiggy, Betsy, and Rapid Willie. That's your top 5. 33 laps around this beautiful Spanish Grand Prix. Even though Spain don't have any money, it's still a beautiful circuit that they love to come to. About to get underway here at Spain. Strap yourself in. 33 laps. As we wait for Drake to cross the line. Start in peak 20. Perks, of course, Tier 2 driver in today. 33 laps. 20 drivers. What's going to go down in Spain as we are racing? It's a great start from Betsy, actually, for P3. Betsy could even take the lead. What a start from Moz Betsy, and the Alfa Romeo driver takes the lead. Great start from Moz Betsy. Josh down to P3. So he's got a bit of work to do. What's happened behind? Pinju's had a moment. Oh, there's cars everywhere. YBC's in the wall. But it looks pretty clean at the back. There might have been a biff and barge, but the only one that's been involved in an incident is Pinju. Willie now looking for the move here on Josh, if it possibly can. Hartwiggy behind on those soft tyres. If Hartwiggy wants to use these soft tyres to his advantage, he has to go now. Jenny Gooch in P8 trying to move his way up through the field as well. And everybody now trying to buy full position. It's going to be tough. Spain's a tough track to pass on as Rapid Vaughan, who's up in the P10. What a start by him. Excuse me, as Reedy now moves down the field because Reedy on the hard tyres, so the hards will be a bit of a difficult start to this race. But Oz Betsy, what a start by the Alfa Romeo. Great start by the Alfa Romeo. Kahoot in P2, Josh P3, Willie P4, and then Hartwiggy P5. No one out of the race just as yet. Well, as I say that. Oh dear. Well, YBC is out. Won't be a safety car, of course, because Tier 1 just has no luck with safety cars at the moment. As Betsy now still holding on to that lead here at the moment. We've got Chris in there behind in P8. Chris trying to see if he can move his way up through the field at the moment. And Jake in P15. Why is the time being all so weirded out? It'll fix itself eventually, folks. Don't mind that. It will fix itself eventually. And what's going on here? Pinchu and Abyss. Two that you expect to be further up through the field. 17th and 18th. But for Betsy, we'll be liking seeing this. Moving way up through the field. 0.8. Kahoot and Josh. Really, the fact of the matter is this, is that you're in a good position where you are. Jenny Gooch has done the fast lap of the race, and Abyss is gone. Well, Abyss podium in Bahrain has just gone even worse for him as Kruder now and Kruder trying to hold on here to Perks, but Perks now trying to see what's going on, and what's going on here between Noodles and Jenny Gooch. Jenny Gooch moves his way up through the field because Noodles championship leader at the moment, trying to buy to see where he wants to go here at the moment. Chris now as well, and Jake moving his way up through the field behind, but it's still Betsy at the front. Kahoot, Josh, and Rapid Willie. As well as the Perks is out. And that's not even a virtual. Well, interesting, isn't it? Yeah. I may have to have a talk with... yeah. I'll discuss it after the stream. I know the owner is in at the moment. I'll discuss it with him after the stream. As Jenny Gucci looks for the move here on Hartwig, full position. But Cahoot's gone for the lead, and Cahoot's got it. Well, excuse me for saying that... battling won't be big here. Oh, maybe I'm proven wrong. Cahoot gets moved on to Betsy, and Betsy loses a bit of time here because Josh is coming up in this fight as well, and so is Willie. Well, all happening here in this one at the moment. And Cahoot now has the lead and will try to push away here. We're on lap 4:33. And boy, oh boy, what can you say? Oh, Hartwig spun. Well, the man who was winning races last season is just having a horrid start to F1 2020. Horrid start. I mean, just not what he would want. Just not what he would want. Josh getting close here to Betsy. Trying to see if he can get close enough here for a move here, forward position. Not enough. Just not enough here at the moment. And Jenny Gooch is close in on this fight as well. How's Jenny's race going to pan out here at the moment? Where's Jenny going to lie in the later stages of this race? What Betsy needs right now is Josh not to battle. But Josh is all over Betsy right now. Kruder's around, I think. Excuse the scrolling. Don't know if it was or was not. So, interesting to say the least here at the moment. Oh, another car's gone. It's Reptile. Well, Reptile messaged me saying he was confident here tonight. And, well, he was wrong. Oh, sorry, I'll just love to give shit to Reptile. I love you, Reptile. As Jake now trying to sneak his way up into the top 10. Watch out for Jake here. He could be a top 5 at the end of this race. Very well could be. Jetting now. Now we're in the situation where it's a DRS train. That's what we're in right now. So nobody's gaining anything from anyone. That's the problem. But Jenny probably would not mind. Because if Jenny could just sit behind these guys and then pit on hards before them, use their DRS, and maybe get an undercut, who knows? Meanwhile, Willie trying to see if he can get close to Joshy at the moment. What Josh needs the most is Betsy to have a poor last sector here, because that DRS off of Cahoot is what's helping Betsy stay in this position right now. And Willie's all over the back of Joshy at the moment. Jenny's in there behind as well, but Jenny losing a little bit of time, so those softs starting to die off here at the moment for Jenny Gooch. A few cars have pitted, by the way. Chris has come in, Reptile's come in, obviously, and Supra. So Supra obviously going the alternate strategy of two-stopping here tonight. So what will go down here? Betsy's losing some time. So is Josh. He's under pressure here from Willie. Willie's going to look for the move here for P3. Jake with the fast lap of the race. He's got some pace here. And you can't see it because this game... Oh, there's contact. Oh, thank God for ghosting. Willie's around. And you kind of saw it. But this game decided, let's put the names and the timing freaking enormous so you can't see battling. And the camera worked terrible. Just a great game. This is why I get frustrated with this game too much. As Reedy now. Reedy, who could look for a move here on Vaughan, by the way. No, he thinks better of it for now. He could be in a very good position later in the race. Yeah, I'm just going to give him curse after curse, aren't I? Because here comes Kruder. Oh, he got close to the back of him there. As where did Jake... Oh my God. Jenny comes in, and that's got to be the move of the century. Credit to Jake there. I'll give Jake a lot of credit there. That's a great move. You saw the end of it. Wow. As Josh now is all over the back here of Betsy. I'm sure Josh and Rapid Willie will have some words after the race. It'll just make me have to delay the overall championships points even more. Cahoot's got that 1.3 seconds. That's big for Cahoot. That's big for Cahoot. If you're got that 1 second gap, that's huge for you. Trust me, that is big for him to have. As now Noodles now also not in a bad position either. So what Noodles needs is for Josh to really battle Betsy here. That's what he needs. But yeah, Reedy, watch out for him late in the race. Top 5 could maybe be possible. Have to wait and see how it all pans out there at the moment. So, Josh now trying to get to the back of Betsy here at the moment. But he's just not close enough. Oh, he's just not close enough here at the moment to go for the move, and you don't want to hit that curve too much, sir. As Jake now threw up at a P6, so this is a great drive for Jake here at the moment. Trying to move his way a bit closer and closer to the back of this group. So he's got very good pace at the moment. Kruder now. Trying to see if he can close back in. Pinju, after that spin. Pinju another one. Pinju another one, even though he's got a time penalty. Pinju another one to look out for a little bit later on in the session. But wow. What can you say there in this one? As now Noodles trying to see what he can do. Because I think Josh is struggling to get back to the back of Betsy here. Betsy's close to get back to Cahoot here at the moment, but Cahoot could be taking it easy. But all these guys pretty much have a similar ERS here at the moment. Pretty similar. As Josh now tries to see if he can get close to the back here, Betsy again, but just not enough. If Betsy can just close a little bit more, can get in that DRS. Up 10 of 33. And these drivers now trying to see what they can possibly do. And look at this gap behind, look at this. Big train of cars here at the moment. Jake now trying to see if he can get close here to Vaughan for a top 5 position. And there's multiple cars sitting there behind here at the moment. My goodness me. Meanwhile, whoa, what's happened here? Excuse me for missing this. As Noodles and Josh, what's happened to Josh? Or something's happened between Josh and Betsy. Something's happened between... Betsy's in. Well, first one in, Betsy. Something... Unless Betsy had a moment coming out of turn 9, and Josh has had to lift off, and Noodles has come right into it. So... Whew, man, it's getting interesting here at the moment. So what does... oh my god, there's so much happening here at the moment. Reedy and Jake... oh, hold on a second. So Jenny Gooch does the fastest lap of the race because Jenny's on medium tyres. Jenny's going the alternate strategy. The two McLarens are going at it. Willie now through on Rapid Vaughan. So let's unravel everything that's just happened here. Jake has gone through on Rapid Vaughan, and then Reedy has joined him. Again, Reedy in a good position for a good result here at the moment. That's what Williams will want to see because, I mean, one of the Red Bulls all the way down P16 right now, and then the other one in P4. So, ooh. Meanwhile, look at this. Hartwig and Reptile 17th and 18th. I'll tell you this right now, if I was racing, I'd be down there with them. knowing how well I go in this game. Pinju around. I'll be ashamed for him with how much work he had to get back through the field. Willie's in. Reedy now. Where's Betsy, by the way? Betsy has pitted for a set of hard tyres, by the way. As Reedy's through on Jake. Well. Are those mediums starting to go off here for Jake at the moment? That's going to give Reedy a bit of confidence under him. And I think Reptile's had a moment behind. So, it's getting interesting here at the moment. 1.5 between Kahoot and Josh. I don't think that's going to be a gap we'll look at for a while. I think they'll be steady. Depends if Josh wants to undercut. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, there's Jenny on the medium tyres. I suspect Jenny's going to do a soft, medium, soft. I suspect... Unless Jenny goes soft, medium, medium. Interesting to see. Meanwhile, back of the field, Rapid Willie now on Paddy Crow. Yeah, great camera work there. All side by side, these two will go. And Willie gets through. Paddy down to P16. So Paddy trying to work his way back up through the field. And Willie goes down through. So, wow. Noodles now close on Josh as well. When will these two come in? Jake back through on Reedy. And I don't think Reedy will mind, to be honest. I don't think he'll mind holding up Jake for too much. The gap between Josh and Cahoot's coming down to 1.3. Pinju's come in. So I don't... Pinju will probably have to do another pit stop, unfortunately for him. So a lot of the guys that will look like, in terms of maybe favourites or ones to watch this season, are just nowhere. Just nowhere at the moment. Pinju's struggling, Reptile struggling, Hartwiggy's struggling. Jenny in not a bad position though. So keep an eye on that at the moment. Watching Noodles here because Noodles now is just closing up on Josh. Jenny now is trying to get past Chunky here, who's yet to pit. Oh, look how close it is at the moment. Not enough, but Noodles, Josh. Noodles looks for the move on Josh, and Josh lets him by. And that's probably smart because you can probably see the gap between first and second is coming down. So Kahoot now closing that margin down between him and Noodles. And Josh could just sit behind and wait for the right moment to pounce. Jake has pulled that margin a bit more between him and Reedy, so... But again, Reedy in a very good position in this race. And will be in a firm spot a little bit later on. So look out for him in terms of this race. But closing in on the halfway point very shortly. And Cahoot's still leading at the moment after taking the lead very early over Betsy. After Betsy's superb start. Abyss with a time penalty. Abyss down in P11 at the moment. Cahoot's in. Cahoot and Noodles in. Meanwhile, Jenny Gooch has spun behind. And that's not going to help Jenny's race at all. That's not what Jenny will want. Kruder comes in as well. And yeah, for a good, strong result at the end, Jenny will struggle now. Will stay in the points though, but Jenny will struggle. And look at this. Yeah, Betsy now. Jenny would have been ahead of them. I think possibly. But yeah, Betsy now sitting behind Noodles, and Noodles now trying to see if he can close back up here on Cahoot full position. So Josh yet to pit, same with Jake and Reedy. Again, one to watch in my opinion towards the end of this race. You'll see him in a few laps time coming on those medium tyres because you don't want to lose too much time to the hard runners. That's the thing. Reedy now trying to see if he can close back up here. Jake, Chunky, might use Cahoot as DRS here. That will be frustrating for Noodles. Very frustrating. That's not what he would want. As Jake is in, Vaughn is in as well. Josh stays out. Will that be deemed costly for him? We'll have to wait and see. Josh in, hard tyres. Vaughn in as well, hard tyres. These boys all going to the end unless the magic safety car comes out of nowhere, which is hard to believe. I don't think that's going to happen, but I am going to talk to the owner after the race about that. So, Chunky now is... Oh, Noodles is for on Chunky, excuse me. I've missed that completely at the moment. Car around. Who's that? That's Kruder, I think. Yeah, it was Kruder. Kruder has gone around. So, Kruder now down in P14 at the moment. So, really the story right now. Betsy now trying to see if he can close back up here on Chunky. Where's Jake and all this? Jake's about 3 seconds behind the contenders as Jenny has a big moment behind. Betsy needs to make this move, and Betsy does. Oh, Josh is in. And Betsy's through to P5. Lap 17 of 33. Halfway through this race. And Josh is in. Reedy will be the leader. Where does Josh come out? Undercut or overcut worked. Why did... Okay, lag, I think. No, he's got AI. Kurt's got AI and we're 3 wide. Noodles takes the lead. And Josh will be... Oh, dear. Oh, no, that's a big crash. Josh in the wall. And what has happened there? Cahoot, what is going on? Is something not right with Cahoot at the moment? That is just... Something has happened there. Well... Has Noodles possibly just gotten his second win? Oh, controversy here, folks. Controversy to the maximum as Hartwig spins. And Josh will have to come back in. If he's got another set of mediums, he should be fine. But boy, it's going to be a long stint on those mediums to the end. And he can't rely on a safety car. Gee, this is big stuff here at the moment. How's Cahoot doing now? He went AI. He will slow a bit more afterwards. And something's just gone on there. Jenny Gooch through on Oz Betsy. Betsy could be on for a podium here at the moment. Reedy could be on for a podium here at the moment. This could be a big day for Williams. In the overall, Williams could shoot up to the top over Red Bull. If you're in the Discord, watch out for that announcement in about an hour or two after the race to see what the points are in terms of that. What is going on here? Supra, Chris, Abyss, Josh has retired in the pit lane. Boy, it's not been a good opening 2 rounds for Josh, has it? It's not been a good opening 2 rounds for him. Look at this now. Chris, Supra, Rapid Willie, Abyss. What can Willie do here? Looks for the move on Chris. No, just not enough. And how much can Jake get up there as well? Jake's a very good chance for a podium as well after starting last. So, look out for him too in the latter stages of this race to see where he can go when he's throwing Chunky, because Chunky is in the pit lane. Wow. Absolute crazy scenes here at the moment, folks, as Willie now looks for the move here on Chris for P9, and he's going to get it done. And I suppose they control it. I don't know. We'll see after the race. See what happened there. But Cahoot's now got to do some work here at the moment if he wants to move back up through the field. Betsy with a time penalty. That's not what Betsy will want. Boy, that's not what Betsy will want. And look at the gap. Reedy's holding on to this 14-second margin quite nicely. I'd even go for another lap or two. That margin's not coming down too much. I'd go for another lap or two, Reedy. Will he have much advantage on the hards? I don't know. Look, if he can manage the time even more, if he's that confident on those hard tyres, what about the softs? Hards to softs, if you're that confident. But those softs do go off pretty quick. So we'll see what he does as Supra comes in. Supra on the 2-stop strategy. So, ooh, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? Jenny catching Noodles and Betsy catching as well. Jake not really catching that group too much, but he could be a factor a little bit later on. Chris now, Abyss through to P9. We'll let you know what the penalties are in the last few laps of this race. Don't need to look at the penalties for the time being. So, wow. What can you say about this Grand Prix? It's been absolutely epic, to say the least. And it could get even more intense here at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. Fastest lap so far goes to Jenny Gooch, 17.6. So an extra point at the moment is going Aston Martin's way. And Jenny now, I can't see Jenny going to the end from here. I just can't. I would come out of retirement if that happened. Abyss, Chris, Paddy Crow, all in. They got damaged early in the race, it looks like. I don't know what happened to them. So they got on the medium tyres, and yeah, they're going to have to stretch their way back through the field here at the moment. But yeah, 14.6, and Jenny's catching. Oh, where's Noodles gone? Noodles is gone. And Noodles goes off. Betsy now... Jake could win this. Seriously, Jake could actually win this. From last to first. Reedy's in. I'd say it's going to be mediums. Yeah, definitely would be mediums. I don't think he'd be going softs now. I have been shocked in the past. Let's have a look. Yep, medium's on. Smart choice. Go the smart strategy. Especially when you got Noodles and Betsy bailing it out here at the moment. Nice lag. I don't know if it's from my end or not. Where's Reedy coming out? Just behind Jake. Oh, look out for Reedy towards the end of this race, folks. He could be in a good position. He's a good position for a podium because Jenny will have to pit again unless Jenny does a miracle. And Betsy has a time penalty. Reedy is pretty much on the podium. Big day for Williams. And Frizy will be losing his shit because of it. But Noodles now trying to get this position back on Betsy here. Coming up to 10 to go in this one. Man, oh man, what can you say about this Grand Prix that hasn't been said yet? Very close throughout the field. Everybody's also close to each other at the moment. Kahoot, 4.5. Kahoot's not gaining enough back, so Kahoot may just take it easy after whatever happened there for him as Hartley gets a time penalty and just get points for AlphaTauri. As Noodles now looks for the move here on Betsy. Close between these two. Side by side. And very good racing. Betsy sits in behind and Noodles now back up into the effective lead unless Jenny surprises the hell out of me. Reedy's through on Jake. Well, could Reedy just spring a big surprise here from everybody after starting those hard tyres? The one who said I was a different commentator and then stopped in Q2 because he wanted to start on the hard tyres in qualifying. And right now he could be in position for a race victory. Wow. Unless Jenny surprises the hell out of me. Kruder's out. And, not even a virtual. Okay, well, yeah. Boss man in the chat, I'll be having a word with you after the race. Kruder out at turn 9. And Reedy now trying to get close to Oz. Betsy here for position. Look out for Reedy. Reedy's got to be patient here. Can't go too aggressive. Because you go too aggressive for moves, you're going to make a mistake. There's going to be contact, and that's going to be it. Trust me when I say that. So he's got to be patient here. Pinju's out as well. Oh my god, it's a virtual. He's alive. Michael Massing's actually alive, and he's put the virtual safety car out. So the VSC has been deployed. Oh, if Jenny has to hope this is a long VSC. Reedy was just about to make the move on Betsy, and that happened. Jenny needs to hope this is a long VSC for it to go his way, but it's not. It's not going to go his way. Yeah, there you go. Oh. Wow. If that happened, about 30 seconds later when it was deployed, Jenny could have pitted and been in a great position towards the end of this race. Reedy now looks for the move here on Oz. Betsy here for P3. Reedy now moving his way up through the field. Up in the third, both the Williams down the podium. Jake now gets his way through as well. And all Betsy could really do at the moment, in my opinion, is just sit behind and hope for the best. And Noodles now trying to close up here on Jenny here for position number 1. I think Jenny's going to try and stay out. I don't know. How many laps did Jenny do on the soft tyres? 8 laps. Jenny could pit now. Jenny could pit now for those softs. So, boy, what is going to happen here? What are we going to see? Betsy now trying to see what he could possibly do. And Jenny stays out. Oh my goodness me. We're going to have a hell of a finish here at the moment. Reedy with the fastest lap of the race. And will now go to second over his teammate. Reedy goes to second. Oh. Excuse me, as Noodles will try to sit behind and see what happens. This could be a Williams one too. Oh. Depending what Jenny does. I wish the tyre graphic would come up. I wish it would, because I'd love to know Jenny's tyre wear right now. Oh. But see, I don't know how I can get that up. It's just... I've seen people get the tyre, like, thing up on their screen, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure that out, see how that goes. Jenny stays... I think Jenny's going to stay out. Jenny would have pitted by now. But hey, I thought Noodles wasn't going to pit when he did in Bahrain, and look what happened. He went and won the race. Betsy through on Jake now. And to be fair, Jake doesn't need to fight it. Because Betsy has time penalty, which we'll have a look at right now. There are your penalties, ladies and gentlemen. 6 seconds for Betsy too, so... Ooh, that's not what Betsy would want. I think Hartwiggy's had another moment. So, boy, it's not a good day for Hartwiggy at the moment. I think it's the podcast cursed. Anyone who goes on that podcast is cursed. Look at Oxygen Thief. Went on the podcast, he only got P4 in T2. Cursed! I don't know about Dutching with F2. Sorry, I don't watch F2. But do watch F2 because Kahoot's a great commentator. Boy, Reedy's catching. The Williams could be a race winner. Where would Jenny come out if Jenny pitted? Jenny would be in a bad position. You know what? If Jenny's confident enough with those tyres, you just stay out and hope for the best. You're not going to win. You're probably not even going to get on the podium, but you know what? You just stay out and hope for the best. That's all Jenny can do right now. Noodles now is closing on his teammate. Well, this is going to get interesting. This is going to get very interesting. If these two battle it out, oh boy. Dutchy saying in the chat, Frozy to give 100 subs. I think he should do, if double podium, 1-2. I absolutely agree. Josh saying the mediums won't make it. Well, I think Jenny's... I just don't see why you'd be staying out this long. I just don't see why. It's just hurting your race. It really is. It's just hurt. I mean, he's going to go positions in the end anyway, but if you're staying out this long, you got to be committed to it. You just got to be committed to it. Unless they're on like 89% right now, then yeah, you might have to pit. But if they're only on like 60, 70... Personally, you stay out. That's what I think. I think you stay out if you're still at that 60 to 70 range. But if you're at the 80, 90, boy, you're pitting. Just to make sure you're getting the points. Unless he's hoping for a safety car, which... I don't think that's the way to go, Jenny. Yeah. And I don't see how Jenny's going to defend this. I think Reedy's going to get by pretty quickly. by the next time we get on the DRS straight. And Williams is going to have a 1-2 finish here in Spain. Wow. Let's see what Reedy can do. Can Reedy try to close up as much as he possibly can? Oh, it's just not going to be enough to do it here, but he's going to do it on the straight. Be patient, Reedy. Oh, we don't want to end this to end a disaster, because it can very, very quickly. DRS, he should have this easily. I don't think Jenny's even going to fight it. DRS, no, Jenny does fight it, excuse me. Side by side, these two will go. Oh, there's contact, I think. Noodles, oh, Noodles is good as well. Oh, no. And Jake comes out of nowhere and might have just won this race. Abyss with a time penalty. Oh, dear. I apologise for the laugh there, but it is, what else can you do? What else can you do with a moment like that? I don't know if there was contact there. Would have to look at the replays, but boy, that is just thrown Williams. That's just thrown Jake a massive thank you very much. Pass the ball to you, because if there was contact, well, there's going to be a big stewards after this race, and points will be delayed, because, boy, there's going to be a lot of talk after this race. Let me tell you that much right now. 3 to go, but the Williams cars did not get damage, and Willie's back into this as well. The Williams cars did not get damage. What's the penalties for Willie? It's 3 seconds. The Williams cars did not get damage, so they could still fight back here, but not fight back on Jenny. My God! And Jake now closing in on Jenny, and now we're getting to a situation where, well, Jenny's in puncher territory. Now, everyone in the chat is saying it right now that Jenny's in puncher territory. Jenny's struggling. And Jake now is in a great position for the win, but Reedy's sitting there behind. Oh my God. Hold your breath on this straight coming up. Hold your breath, because this could get ugly. Oh, there's a McLaren around behind. It's Willie. Oh, dear. Cahoots down the top 5. Gee. Everyone absolutely pushing the limit right now. Jake is giving Jenny the hurry up. I would too, to be honest. I don't blame Jake for doing that. And now Reedy will try to close in here. But again, we're in this DRS train right now. That will help Jenny right now. But again, Jenny's in puncher territory. Here comes Jake for the move, not enough. And Reedy and Noodles are just got to be patient here, because Jake's going to be impatient to try to get past Jenny here, because he'll know that Jenny's struggling on those tyres. And Jake's just going to be trying his absolute best. That's why Reedy and Noodles have to be patient here. Don't go for anything silly, because that's going to hurt your race. Look at this. I'll tell you right now, Kahoot could be a very good chance to still get the win. Kahoot to win the race. Oh, Reedy has a moment. Oh, my God, that's what I said. You've got to be patient. You've got to just buy your time, because anything can happen. 1 to go. Oh, my goodness me. 1 more DRS straight to come, if you please. And Jake now trying to close back in this. Jenny is just holding on beautifully to these tyres. But depending on what happened in that incident on just before, we'll have to wait and see. Noodles might go for the move here, because... Oh, but Jake's closing in on Jenny. Oh, there's God, it's close between the two. There's contact. Drake's around. And boy, oh boy, now the Williams cars will try to get in this fight as well. This podium, I tell you this right now, this podium interviews are going to be very spicy. Noodles looks for the lead. Oh, he's going to try to go around the outside. Oh no, there's contact between the two. Jenny now, side by side, these two will go. Noodles takes the lead. Reedy comes on by, says thank you very much. And it's a Williams 1-2 out of nowhere. They have gotten there on the skin of their teeth. And Reedy now, I would just sit behind. We don't want contact between the two teammates, God, with how this race has gone. But Noodles is going to get back-to-back race wins. And I'm pretty certain Williams are going to be the new leaders in the overall for FormulaOCE. But it's a Williams 1-2, Noodles from Reedy, Jenny P3, Kahoot P4, Betsy P5, or Willie gets P5, Betsy P6, Vaughan will come home in P7, Chunky for Ferrari, P8, Super trying to get close to him. Something happened on behind. I saw those yellow flags. But what a finish, folks. Williams only 1 point, so I can confirm to you right now, Williams will be the new leaders in the overall points for Tier 1, 2, 3 for FormulaOCE. But, boy oh boy, what can you say about that? Jeez. And yes, pay up, Fry. Give us those extra subs. Wow. Reading with drive of the day. I do agree with that. Reading a great drive. Wow. What a race. What a race, folks. Man. Whew. We'll get our top 3 in. Hopefully there's no fights. Hopefully we're all good with each other. Let's just let the fighting happen on Discord. Gotta wait for the photo to come up. We'll fight the top 3 in just a second. There we go. What a race. And I'll invite our top 3. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. There's your results. Oh. In the end, we've had 5 retirements in that race, actually, so quite interesting. And a best fast lap race. So 2 races in a row, we have had a driver outside the top 10 get fastest lap. So no one wants the fast lap point at the moment. So, wow. What can you say after that one? And we'll just fight Noodles again. But we'll start off here with Jenny for P3. Talk us through your race, Jenny. What happened?
So I qualified P1 and Q1 and Q2. Q3, I was on my first lap, and as I came through that corner, I felt the rear of the car, actually. The rear of the car, I lost it before I actually even turned in. I must have hit the grass or something, and it just, lost the whole car. I tried to keep going and lost it. Then I started the race. I got up to that lead pack on the softs, and I was surprised how its tyre wear I didn't have. So, the tyre wear's not bad around here. So I'll just pit, and I'll see if I can take these mediums to the end. And I got halfway through the stint where the game wanted to pit again. My tyres were only on 30%, so I'm like, I can easily take this to the end. And I could easily hold everyone up, but I actually spun on one of the laps there. half spun around, so that kind of cooked my tyres a bit for a bit. And then after that, everyone started catching up, and I don't know what happened with the collisions. Just yeah, have to see.
Well, until P3 for now, and well done. We'll move on to reading for P2. Congratulations, a very good race for you. The first stint on hard tyres were very smooth in the end. Stayed in the right position, got up there in the end. P2 could have been a win, but still, P2, very good result, especially when Williams won too.
Yeah, it could have been a win, but like I tried as hard as I could. I was just the strategy was everything there. Qualified on softs and made sure I slowed down at the line to get into Q2 because I wanted to start the race on hards. And the tyre performance was really good on the hards, so yeah, it was just really fun race. I mean, I'm not sure what happened there, like on the last few laps at 10-1 and that, but I'm sure that'll be resolved in that. But yeah, I had good fun. Congrats to Rapid.
And we'll move on to your teammate, P1. Yeah, what happened? Okay then.
Issues. I'm on my phone right now.
Okay.
I'm believing you.
Oh, yep. Sorry, Noodles. Yeah, I just saw your message.
I'll just do this. There we go. Okay, all good now?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep. Alright. And Noodles P1, congratulations on that. Talk us through your race as well. A lot happened on your end, but it's getting home with Williams 1 2, of course.
Yeah, I knew the strategy was going to be a one-stop, medium to hard task. I spoke with the strategy before the race. Strategy was just to keep the car intact and just to follow the other one-stoppers, see what they do. Unfortunate for other drivers who taking out positions and all that, but that's racing for you, and I'm happy to take the P2 for Williams today.
Yeah, it was absolutely crazy indeed. But there we go. That is the race done. Thank you to our top three for joining me. And next week is Monaco. It is a very long race indeed. And who knows what's going to happen there. So stay tuned for that next week. And Tier 3 starting, of course, on Friday night. So thank you all for watching. And we'll see you at Monaco.
Cheers, boys.
Goodbye.